Alright, hello everyone. This is Sunny and welcome to an art stream. So this is a little bit of a first for me. I have not done specifically an art stream before. But I am doing doodle requests, and if anyone just wants a cute little scribble, just put in the command !redeem follow for doodle. Obviously if you follow me you get 150 of the little channel points that I've managed to set up with stream elements, and 150 of those points will get you a doodle. Oh, I did put in that command wrong. Hang on, follow, update. It's follow for doodle with a number 4, not follow for doodle FOR. Let me just fix that. There we go, and can I pin that? Yes, I can. There we go. Hope everyone's doing alright. I have had a pretty alright week. I managed to get some stuff sourced out for just general life stuff. Including, I've started looking for houses. Who am I drawing first? Let's draw Guinevere first. Yes, I am starting with Knights of Guinevere fan art, because I mean, come on. If you've seen the pilot, then you know exactly why I'm doing this. It's absolutely brilliant. But yeah, I've had a pretty alright week. Work's been keeping me busy. Hello, Cross, how are you? I hope you've been alright. I've been doing great. I've managed to... Yep, first time ever drawing her, so hopefully I'm able to do her justice. I do have a screenshot taken of her badass steam. Ah, thank you, Cross. Thank you, Cross, for following. But yeah, I am trying to draw her for the very first time. I absolutely loved the pilot. It had me absolutely on the edge of my seat. And just, oh my goodness, I have been very excited for the pilot to come out. For some reason I thought it wasn't coming out until next year, funnily enough, but I was very excited to find out that no, it was coming out this September. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon OCs, I can draw a Pokemon. If you show me the Pokemon and any accessories they have, I can do a little doodle for them. I do have text to speech turned on, so if you add any little bit of text, it will be showed on screen. So yeah, I can definitely try to do a mystery dungeon OC. I'm not the best at drawing Pokemon, but I can give it a go. And if you hear anything metallic going on, that's probably just my coffee. Oh goodness. Now that I'm actually on stream, I'm getting a little bit anxious about the art stuff. This is... But yeah, I can definitely try to draw a Pokemon OC. So if you just tell me what the Pokemon is, I can take a look at them, give them a shot. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Can't see her ears, so I'm just going to imagine them. And then she's got a cute little button nose, just based on what I remember of other angles of her. Okay. Then try to get all the shapes done first before I can... Okay, now she looks like herself now that she has all the hair bits here. Okay, she's got more round for the upper eyelids, and then her lower eyelids are a bit more... I don't want to say flat, but they're more flat. There we go. And then... yeah, they do curl at the end. Let's try to get that curl in. And then... here we go. Okay, now I'm getting somewhere. There, now she looks like herself. Trust the process. Always trust the process. And then... kind of round out her face a little bit. Then... and a little collar bit, which I've seen people comparing to an old medieval torture device so that people can't lower their heads, which is... oh boy. I can definitely see where it's coming from. Love a good bit of British medieval torture devices. And come on. Yeah, poofs. Gotta make it nice and poofy. Then trying to get the stars in. Match them to the 3D space. Slightly bigger on this side. I should have gotten more reference pictures, honestly, but I just wanted to get in here and start drawing, otherwise I was going to talk myself out of this stream. And I am trying to do this semi-regularly when work and general life stuff allows, so I'm trying to get myself a bit better at committing to these things. And try to get her neck Make that pointy. And there's the curl. Sorry, I was AFK. Oh yeah, no, don't worry about being AFK. So for the mystery dungeon OC request, I can certainly try. So if you just let me know what kind of Pokemon your character is, and then any little accessories, just add it into the request, and I'll give as much of a shot as I can. Follow for a doodle! Yay! Oh, good, and that does work. I have not used the Stream Elements redeems things yet. So where can I send refs? If you have Blue Sky, you can tag me on that, or just put a link in chat. I don't mind links to refs in chat. Just fingers crossed the the moderation bot allows it, because that would be a bit of a pain if it doesn't let me. Yeah, just put a link in chat or tag me on Blue Sky. There we go. I'm so excited to see where this show goes, honestly. Oh no, that's the wrong thing. And lots of swoopy bits. And then where am I? There we go. I will line that in just a second. Oh. Who is messaging me? I see things. Right. Okay, Gwen's drawn up. Let's draw Andy next. Right, I've sent the fella. Blue Sky. Ah, perfect. Here we go. Oh, Lugia! Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Mega Lugia. I will certainly give this a go. Oh. Andy, you look lovely, but we're gonna put Guinevere up for now because she's blue like Lugia's. Comment on your last post. Yeah, I've just found it. Thank you. Actually, let me get that on the actual notifications. Here we go. Edit, paste. Let's go. When then here we go. So let's see. Going to flip the canvas a bit just so I can draw them at a different angle from usual. there's the general idea of the head. Then there's the extra ridge. What are their eyes like? Let's get a close look. Okay. Can't hear. Oh, that's just stream elements talking. I thought that was. Okay. Then. Oh, and they have frills at the back. Well, I say frills, they have spines at the back, so we'll add those. 2 of them. Then the jacket, or cloak rather. Then, you know what? Since we're here, let's add some colour once I've figured out a bit more of the shapes. There we go. Eyes are meant to be like in his ref's dots. Okay. I don't draw Pokemon super often, but when I do, I have a bit of a habit of giving them eyes in a bit of a different style. So, there we go. That's a serious looking expression. Let's see, can I open up his mouth and make it look like he's... I can't remember what Lugia's moveset is. So... unfortunately I can't do any... Ah, no problem. Let's look at more of the... Okay, so it's 2 different spines at the back here instead of just one forked spine. There we go, that looks much better. And let's add just a little. Let's add some colours. They're meant. I know that it just said a quick doodle, but I'm having fun with this one. We'll put these in a folder so they don't get separated. Then colour. Oh, don't worry about being AFK. By the way, I understand that lurking is a thing people do, and honestly, I do it quite often as well. in other streamers' chats. It's just nice to have a bit of background noise in when you're just doing your day-to-day stuff. There we go. Let's get the gouache brush out. I might clean up the lines a little bit in a second, once I've blocked out the colour. Always got a blue belly, there we go. And crests, let's get those coloured. Blue here. Fill out the white some more. There's the cloak. Yeah, definitely tidy up the lines a bit. So part of my style is I keep the sketch line underneath everything. Just looks a bit nicer, it just looks a bit more organic like that. And then come on, let me change the title. There we go. UC line. Then get that pointy beak. Give him a bit of a snoot. Because what's a dragon without a snoot? And I know Lugia's a water type Pokemon, but he's always had dragon vibes for me. Let's flip the canvas back. And then oh, he's got a second spine at the back. Let's add that. Does that look right? No, it's a bit too far back. Then there we go. Let's draw back. Come on. There we go. Rotate so I can get a good angle on these. Revert. There we go. Transparent just for a second. Then Make sure the crests are big enough. There we go. I was expecting to have a cat pestering me already, but they must be off sleeping somewhere else. Since we're drawing Pokemon, what's everyone's favourite Pokemon game? I'm not a super massive Pokemon fan, like I have a couple other games, but I don't know, I just wasn't often in a position to afford much of the games when I was younger. And just kind of the state of, well, I say the state, just some of the most of the more recent Pokemon games just haven't really appealed to me, so I've not got them. But I think if I had to pick a favourite Pokemon game, I think Legends Arceus would be pretty much at the top of the list. Being able to just to physically run around and throw Pokeballs as part of the gameplay rather than relying on random encounters just so I can potentially get the Pokemon that I want. I had a lot of fun with that when that game came out. It was definitely a new experience for me in terms of Pokemon. Because before then, I had a really old copy of Pokemon Pearl and a Game Boy Color cartridge of Sapphire. And those are some decently old games in the face of some of the ones that are coming out now. And I did like those games, but they weren't my most favourite. I had them on the Nintendo DS Lite, and that old thing, surprisingly, that old DS is still working. Which I was not expecting when I dug it out of God knows where, some storage box I had in my room or something, and decided, oh, let's see if this works, and somehow it did still work. I don't play on it a ton, unfortunately. The nostalgia isn't that strong, but I take it around with me whenever I'm out and about. And I recently got a couple of extra games for it. They're going for really cheap in like the old game shops and places like that. So I managed to get a copy of Combat of Giants Dinosaurs and Dragons. I got both those games because they were games that, oh no, not on that layer. They were games that my friends had, and I could only play them when I went to my friends' places, and they let me use their cartridges. And I was super jealous because at the time they were too expensive for my family to be able to afford them. And if I did get a game for my birthday, unfortunately my family wasn't the kind that really understood what I was talking about. So more often than not, they get me the wrong games. I liked the games that they did end up getting me, but it is what it is, and I won't say I wasn't disappointed at times, but you got to appreciate the effort. They tried. That is a bit too bright. There we go. Oh, and I forgot the lines on the cape. I keep forgetting these lines. Let's clean this up a little. Nope, that is transparent. Clean it up just a bit. Then back to lines, mechanical pencil. Then there. put that on a multiplayer layer so it looks a bit stronger. There we go, that's much better. Back to colours. Just tidy up a little bit. Then come on. There we go. There we go, he's more or less finished. And I think, just for fun, we're going to add some shading. Which... clipping layer. Where's the light coming from? From a bit behind, let's say. There we go. Darken? No, that won't work. Okay, I picked the wrong colour for shading. Edit. Correct, there we go. That has ended up on completely the wrong screen. There we go. Ooh. Multiply, there we go. Then fill. There we go. Back to colour. Trust the process, there is method to this madness. This is a shading technique that got me through Art Fight. Which, yeah, Art Fight was fun. I had a good time with that one. There we go. Back to darken, multiply. There we go. Then let's push that a little bit more. There we go. This was meant to just be a doodle request, but it's turning into a bit more than doodle. But you know, sometimes something just takes hold of you and you want to follow that urge. And Pokemon are very fun to draw. Okay, now for some lighting. Which, let's see, how does this... Let's try teal for lights. So sometimes it's a bit difficult to be shading such light grey characters because you don't want to mess up too much, but got to try. Glow dodge? Yeah, there we go. And then what am I up to? Go behind, let's add some more colour. Add glow, then droplets. There we go. Let's keep having fun here. Where is my lightning effect? Is that it? No. Where are you? That's the sea brush. Where is it? Effect, there we go. Overlay, there we go. Nice. And I have forgotten to save, Jesus. Twitch, stream, art. It's the 27th. There. Alright, that is what another... Well, I say another, it's my first doodle request done. Nice! I'm quite proud of that. Then if I make this a bit more okay, select. Where's the wand? There we go. Then outside. Delete selection. White foreground. Light. Shadow. Lightning. Glow. backgrounds. I am that person who never names her layers, and that becomes a problem. But for once I have done that. Let's give them their own page, and I am going to turn that into its own piece, and I can share it to Blue Sky. Well, and I have done that completely flipped the whole time, but it's not too bad. Then get rid of that layer. Rectangle. Crop to selection. Save. Yeah, I was not expecting to go as far into it as I have, but honestly, it's a lot of fun to draw Pokemon, and he turned out to be a very fun character to draw. So yeah, I decided, hey, why not? Let's add some lighting and some shading and make it as cool as possible. And I'm very glad you like it. Thank you very much. Let's reply to that and attach the thing if I can find the folder again. Nope, wrong thing. There we go. Art. Here. Oh, did I forget to hit save properly? What am I doing? Oh, I need to export it. I should know what I'm doing, but I don't. Cross OC. And of course this shows up in the wrong the settings thing shows up in the wrong window. Yes, 100%. There we go, got that saved up properly. Here we go. And here's George. There we go. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've just sent it on Blue Sky. That's what I was yapping about. There we go. Reply was sent. There we go. Thank you. I'm very glad you like it, and yeah, that was fun. Now he's 10, probably the most powerful character in your Pokemon universe. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, I love when characters just evolve, both literally and figuratively, into something far more than what you first expect of them in their first ever, like, draft, I guess. There we go. I guess I should go back to drawing Guinevere. I feel like I need to do her just as much justice now. There we go, now I can see that. Yeah, I've got a lot of OCs for different media. My main one is my main media that I have been doing art for lately has been this one called Stormhawks. It's an old TV show from the 2000s. Very small fandom. Unfortunately it was discontinued after 2 seasons, and it ended on a cliffhanger of all things. But the fandom is honestly really cool, and Yes, I have watched the Owl House. That's part of why I actually became a fan of Dana Terrace's work, because I was when did I start watching Owl House? I started watching it, I think, right as season 1 finished, and I was following the show for all of season 2. I was so upset on behalf of Dana Terrace when it turned out, oh yeah, Disney's cancelling this show and only giving them yeah, middle finger Disney. I also love how it's very obviously a very big fuck you to Disney, but it's also a lot more than that, and I love how much heart and passion was put into this show, and I'm so excited for it to see how else it's going to end up. Like, again, for whatever reason, I thought the pilot was coming out early next year. Realizing that it was coming out this September was absolutely brilliant. I was so excited for it, and then on the day of the pilot, I thought that I would be at work when it was coming out, and I didn't literally cry, but I kind of cried internally. Oh, could show you some drawings made of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon OCs, but I think no, let's give them a look. If you want to tag me on Blue Sky again, then I'll happily give them a look. I'm just here to have some fun, honestly. So yeah, I'd love to take a look. Is that the right brush? Yes, I'm using the right brush. There we go. Where was I? I kind of completely derailed my own train of thought. Yeah, I was so excited to find out, one, Knights of Guinevere pilot was coming out this year, not next year, and then 2, that I would actually be able to watch it as it was premiering, because I thought it was premiering during one of my work shifts, which I wouldn't have been too sad if I missed the premiere, but being able to actually see the premiere, that was so exciting. There we go, there's her hair, or at least the start of it. And she's got a tiny, tiny nose. Let's see if I can actually make that work in my style. Then... okay, so her eyebrows are kind of in line with her. Yes, let's see them. Oh, Chestnut. That is Chestnut, right? Am I remembering my Pokemon properly? Oh, and Rowlet. That was one of my favorites. Rowlet was the... Did I go for a Rowlet when I was... yeah, when I was playing Legends Arceus, I did end up going for a Rowlet for my starter. Just... They're cute little beans, and I named him Pudding because he looked like a Christmas pudding. Can't hit. So yeah, maybe I should draw some of my own Pokemon from that game, because I did kind of have a story going. It was a crossover with the show Stormhawk, so I isekai'd the main villain of that show into the Pokemon universe, and he was just done with everyone's shit. Stormhawks has a very special place in my heart. I've managed to make a lot of friends. Togepi, Togekesper. Oh, nice, non-binary rep. Yeah, I try my best to include that into my own OC roster. Sometimes characters just decide, well, I am not what you first thought I was, so yeah. Sometimes characters just develop a mind of their own, and that's how you end up with trans characters in your cast. Okay, I feel like I'm limiting myself too much to this sketch here. I think I might be able... Hello, who's... Lady Goo, hello. How are you doing? Save that before I forget. Hope everyone's doing alright. Thank you for joining the chat. If you would like a doodle request, just hit a follow, and the code well, I say code, the command should be pinned to the top of chat. I'm drawing Princess Guinevere, or at least trying to. Her hairstyles are actually giving me a lot of trouble. I should go back to that later. She's got a permanent smile on her because, yeah, unfortunately, she's got a forced smile on her underneath the pretty face. So we're doing doodle requests and whatever else comes to mind. This is the first one I've done, and I'm quite proud of it. I went ham. How do I draw lips? That's the question. I'm not very good at that. Nope. There we go. Oh. Thank you for the follow, Lady Goo. Hope you've been having a good day. And if you've got an art request you'd like, then just shoot in the little code. And yeah, Stream Elements is timed. Messages are working, so that'll give you the rundown on the whole doodle request thing. She's got very thin eyebrows. They actually should just be one line. I have a habit. Well, I say a habit. It's kind of a I guess it's a stylistic choice. Of everyone gets chunky eyebrows, which when you've got a character like Guinevere, doesn't quite work. Nice, thank you, Lady Goo, for the redeem. Trading some beans in for the doodle request. What kind of thing would you like me to draw? In the mean, I'll keep an eye on chat. If you've got a specific character reference, just tag me on Blue Sky with it, and I'll get on that as soon as I can. How do I make the eyelashes look good in my style? That's the question. eyes. This show is definitely going to be pushing my style just a bit. Getting me to try things I don't normally try, like adding pupils to the eyes. Because I normally just add a little bit of colour. And then that's it. I'm also trying to follow that little trend of make it exist first and then perfect it later. So I'm not allowed to agonize over things for too long. Because if I do that, then we're never going to get anything done. Then, actually, how is... Okay, so it is... Yep, I'm also a fan of Stormhawk, so... it's very... honestly, I wasn't expecting to see someone not from the Discord server in here, so... Hi, nice to meet you. Who's your favourite character from the show? Because I am predictably a big fan of the Dark Ace. Such wasted potential in a villain, but he's still my favourite. There is a Discord server that I help run for the fandom. I just don't have a command for that at the moment because I just haven't gotten around to it, honestly. Still very new to the whole streaming business. Arrow, yeah, honestly, he's a very easy character to love. He's very fun, he's very silly. Very ADHD coded as well. Opening scene in... No, not opening scene. Favorite scene, one of my favorite scenes from him is his first little speech. His attempted speech in the first episode, Age of Heroes, where it's like, this isn't a game, this is a real battle, so try not to mess up. What a fantastic leader, filling his team with confidence. He's trying. He's trying very, very hard. I just wish the show had gone into that a little bit more. Yeah, I know it's a kids' show, but the potential. So much lost potential. Is that sketch? How's that look without too much to sketch? There we go. I think I need to try drawing the Stormhawks characters in Knights of Guinevere style. I just need to figure out more of the Knights of Guinevere style because this is my first time drawing it. Don't quite like how I've drawn the mouth. Come on. Is that... Yeah, that should... Sent yours. Ah, here we go. Sick giblet. Take your pick. 8 kids who killed a god/goddess. Oh boy. So we've got some powerhouses over here. Oh, they look cute. I'm spoiled for choice here. Let me just... There we go. Get a folder so I can... I say stow Guinevere like she's property, which... No, she's not property, but I need space on the canvas. Gwenline. Move you here. There we go. Then... Oh yeah, that's my warm-up sketches. Just a bunch of scribbles. Get that in the folder. Over to Blue Sky, let's pick one. Just need to refresh that. Chris, Jolene, Kyle, Melanie, Ethan. Oh, no, that was not... Copy that, there we go. And paste, and I hear my cat crying for attention. 2 seconds, let me go let my cat in. Hey Kiwi! So for those of you who don't know, I have 3 cats. They are all absolute goobers. I have Kiwi, who has just come in for snacks. He is a void. I have Orca, a very old lady. She's a tuxedo, and no, not old. Yeah, no. Scout's the old lady tuxedo, and Orca is the young lady tuxedo. Kiwi and Orca are siblings, and honestly, they bully each other relentlessly. And let's put her goggles over her face. Let's put her goggles down for this one, and it'll be fun. And we'll add a little bit of sunset lighting when I get around to lighting and shading. Then, so there's her necklace, collar for her jacket. Hello, Drawbearer Legend 629, the blood artist herself. Hope you're doing alright. There we go. Then oh, that's the collar of her shirt actually. I thought that was a necklace. So we'll do that. Redo the face actually, because I'm struggling a little bit there. Made her eyes a bit too high up. Doing it again. Come on. Pen pressure is working. I thought it wasn't for a moment. Thank you, Drawbearer Legend, for the follow. I think that that makes it 9 followers. Nice. I wasn't expecting to get 3 followers in one stream. Oh, just give it a moment for the points to come in, and it should be sorted out in a moment. I do have it on a timer though, so you might have to wait 5 minutes for it to actually be redeemable again. I am struggling a little bit with this face. There we go. There we go. I was going to put the goggles over her eyes, because that would be an interesting layer effect, but I think I want to put her eyes on display for this. Oh, I think I figured out what the problem is. I'm doing it on a bit too much of a curve. There we go, that's better. Yeah, they all look really cute. I'm gonna put the whole lineup back on just because Melanie looks a bit lonely there. Paste. There we go. Oh, and I can't see Twitch chat for a second. Oh dear. There we go. Yeah, I'm a big fan of night characters. I'm actually hoping to work on a Stormhawks fan comic based on the origins of the Sky Knights, because the show doesn't actually get into how the Skynet Order started. So I think a comic about that would be quite cool to work on. And night characters in general are just very fun. Knights of Guinevere is popular for a reason. There we go. Then Arrow does meet Tynax like an older brother to him. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Arrow definitely has that big brother energy. And little brother energy, honestly. I have a Stormhawks AU where Dark Ace kind of adopts him as a younger brother. It's absolute chaos. The fic is called Burden Storm on AO3. I really need to get back to it. Oh, and it looks like she has a ponytail. Okay. So I'm not sure if my microphone might be picking it up, but my cat is very vigorously scratching his ears. You've got a big itch there, Kiwi. Okay. Make it exist, make it exist, perfect it later. Make those goggles a little bit bigger. So are your knights on the far side of Atmos, or are they just on the normal side of Atmos? I've got some pretty bonkers headcanons for the far side of Atmos for Stormhawks. Turned it into a bit of a zombie apocalypse situation over there, where the binding turned people into crystal zombies, and all the technology that Cyclonus was finding was actually ancient pre-apocalypse technology that she doesn't actually know how to use. There we go. Oh, cat! Don't scratch that. Be nice. And let's go for a dark orange for those lines. Multiply. Then ref. There we go. There. Onto line work. That is the ref, not the line. There we go. Get a close look at that. Okay, so like thick rims. I like how boxy these goggles are. They're very sci-fi. And add to that. Add that little hair tuft fringe there. Hair tuft here. Increase brush size a little bit. There we go. So I can multiply the ads, that's fine. There we go. I'm realising I haven't spoken in a hot minute. I am locked in. There we go. Shirt collar. still got that line here. There we go. Now the goggles actually look like goggles. Have her hair waving about in the wind. There. Alright, that's the lines done. Multiply. Now for colour. And who is WhatsApping me? Oh, I did not mean to close all the windows. There we go. There. There we go. Back to normal. Wrong layer. Pull the lever, Kronk. Wrong lever! A little bit annoying when I do that, but sometimes it can't be helped. Okay, we'll start with the shirt just to get the... Oh, I almost forgot an entire piece of the line work. There we go. Make it exist. Nope, that is an eraser, not the paintbrush. There we go. And the oranges. That is the wrong orange. Nope. Can we get it? Yep, there we go, finally. And get the goggles. Her hair. And there's a Ko-fi bot going on. I think I need to turn that off, honestly. There's the hair. Face. We'll obviously tidy this up in a moment. Blouse. Get the rims of the goggles. Here we go. Back to the hair. Just for a moment while we sort out extra details. Just tidy things up a little bit. Whites for the eyes. And her eyes are red, so we're going to go for a similar shade to the coat, just so it doesn't look too out of place. Tidy that up. There we go. How's this bitrate doing? I don't trust my Wi-Fi these days. Okay, Wi-Fi's holding up. Last time I streamed, it was a long dark stream, and the stream got cut for like 5 whole minutes without me realizing, so I ended up with 3 different VODs. All thanks to a faulty network connection. Yeah, it seems to be holding up now though, which I'm glad for. I think after if you've seen Avatar with the Last Airbender, it's kind of like that with her bloodbending making her. Ooh, yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I used to watch season 1 of Atla over and over and over again because my nan had it on, like, think of it like old Netflix. It was extremely limited in what we could watch without having to pay extra to rent out anything else we wanted. And it didn't have season 1 of... It only has season 1 of Avatar The Last Airbender available. So I rewatched that over and over again, and then years later I finally get around to watching... I'm finally able to watch the rest of the show. And then the bloodbending episode came up, and I just... oh my goodness. Like, waterbenders were already kind of scary to me, because imagine just trying to get through a fight and then suddenly someone is able to encase you in a block of ice. They give you the Walt Disney treatment. Like, they're able to do that, but without even needing to blink all that much. That is terrifying. So when the bloodbending stuff came out, that was scary. Okay, I'm just gonna get... there we go. Tidy that up a little. Let's go into shadows. Actually lighting first. Because I said I was gonna have to look over a sunset. Oh, that's the wrong brush. It'd be nice if I used the right brush. There we go. Now, trust the process. I just scatter random colour everywhere. And then you turn on the add the glow layer. And ta-da! Obviously it needs some refinement, but trust the process. And it doesn't usually steer you wrong. Nope, wrong button. There we go, clipping layer. Put that to a blue, make it darker. And then do the same with shadows. Multiply. Goodness, I accidentally made her look very tired. But if you're a bloodbender, that feels honestly quite exhausting. Bloodbending. You've got to exert your will over someone who is constantly fighting you on it. So, it stands to reason that bloodbending is quite tiring. And here I am making up headcanons on the fly just to justify creative mishaps. Because there's no mistakes, just happy accidents. I need to start watching Bob Ross's stuff again, because it was nice. It was nice just putting on one of his videos on the background and then just going about your day. Let's change that up a little bit. Go back to... I might need to... Add an extra layer just for pushing the shadows a little bit. Multiply, clipping layer. There we go, that's better. And back to orange. Make it nice and bright. A dry gouache just for shrink down the brush again. There we go. Do I have a hairbrush somewhere? Yes, I do. And there we go. And then I'll add a little background to that. A square. Nah, not quite the colour I'm going for. Did turn a god inside out and I did take a lot out of her. Yeah. Also, I've just processed the turning a god inside out part. Like, wow. That is certainly impressive. Okay, there we go. Bit of soft colour. Ooh, dragon god. I love dragon based stuff as well. That is probably one of my main interests. One of the main plot points for this comic I want to work on is that dragons are the big main threat of the world. And so the Sky Knight Order, they have been formed in order to hopefully put a stop to the dragon threat. They're not necessarily gods, but they're about as close to gods as the world will get. Let's add signature. There we go. Then I just need to remember to name layers. Do splatter. Glow. Lighting. Shadows dark. Shadows soft. And background. There we go. And then we'll put that over to another page just so I can properly save it. I hope you like it. I'm actually quite proud of this one. Somehow both the doodle requests have turned out to look better than the main thing I set out to do. Lady Goo. Follow. and then we will export that. And I'll post that to Blue Sky. Thank you very much for the request, Lady Goo. I had a lot of fun drawing that one. So we'll reply to your thing. I will add the there we go. And hit reply. So, please upload. Please finish uploading. There we go. Perfect. Right, we're almost 2 hours into this stream, so I am just going to take a very, very quick break just so I can go to the bathroom and stuff, and then I'll be right back on with the art requests. So thank you everyone for coming. I will be back in about 5 minutes. Right, and we are back. Hope everyone had a good short little break there. Drowberry Legend 629, if you're still here, then now is a good time to redeem that little art request. If not, then you can always redeem. If you don't want to redeem it now, then you can always redeem it later. Those points are not going anywhere. Now, where was I? We were working on a Guinevere doodle. Just finished this one for Lady Goo, which again, thank you very much for that. I had a good time. I've been having a good time drawing these. Let's see, can I fit both of your characters on here? Yes, I can. And Gwen's back. Let's do colour for Gwen. Because otherwise I'm going to spend forever agonising over all the bits. Multiply the lines, the sketch is already multiplied. There we go. Now I think... I like how she's not just straight up grey. Like even her skin is still got a blue to it. Which I'm really curious to see how Blue Lung is going to affect the story of this show in the future. Because it's pretty obvious that Andy had it. Which, poor Andy, dear God. I feel like this show is going to end in a bit of tragedy. Yeah. That is the white. And then the inside of her sleeves, the blue. Okay. Lilac for the middle corset bit. Blue insides. Just like the real Gwen. And then bright blue hair. It totally doesn't look like a certain mouse. So, I have probably said it about 4 or 5 times already in this stream, but I'm so excited for this show to get greenlit, because that feels almost inevitable, honestly. There we go. So much blue. Whites of her eyes. I completely forgot to add her other set of eyelashes. This Gwen is off model. But so is everything else I draw. I once again try not to agonise too hard over all the little details, just so I can actually get something started. Because that has been the downfall of a lot of my artistic endeavours. I get too caught up in making it perfect before I even manage to make it exist. So we are going to focus on making something exist first and then perfecting it later. Like, I might have been a little bit late to that trend on TikTok of all things, but it's certainly one TikTok trend that I am quite glad exists, because it's a good mindset to have. You want to make something, you should make it exist first before you think about making it perfect. Now, is that the same blue as her hair? Yes, it is, more or less. I think due to the lighting, it's just a couple of pixels off. I'm sure if I worked with a much bigger canvas than this, I'd be able to get some finer details, but again, make it exist, perfect it later. I'm not sure how I want to go about the pupils. Maybe make them a very, very dark blue. Because she looks a bit strange without pupils. There we go, that's nice. Nope, that is supposed to be transparent. There we go. There. Clean up. Clean up, clean up. Just neaten up all the bits that end up outside the lines. There we go. Then add a few extra splashes here and there. These should have been just 5-minute doodle requests, but they turned into a fair bit longer than that. I don't mind it though. I've been having fun. And I think that's the most important part of making art, at least when it's not your job. I did used to try making art into my job. I was trying for an illustration degree when I was about 19, 21, but then certain things like anxiety and mental health got to me, and I decided, okay, we are stopping university. We gave it our best shot. We'll take a break, try and come back to it later. That was in that was right before COVID. Right as COVID was starting. I had only done 1 year of an illustration course, and it just turned out I wasn't very happy. I wasn't looking after myself, so I decided, okay, we'll stop. We'll come back to this later. In the meantime, I am going to get a job, get some money going, and try and sort myself out. I ended up getting a job in food service. I currently work at a pub, a restaurant that sells some very, very nice food. And instead of going back into trying illustration, I decided to change course. I took an apprenticeship with my current job, and I did that for a year. After already being in the food industry for a while, I should add. Did that apprenticeship, and now I think food service, at least for now, is going to be my main career, because I'm honestly pretty happy with it. And I like making things. Just in general, it doesn't have to be art, it doesn't have to be perfect. As long as I'm happy and I'm able to make something, then I'm satisfied. And I think that is a good way to be living, at least for myself. Because otherwise you're gonna burn yourself out. And take it from me, burnout is not fun. I have dealt with burnout, hated it. I'm just trying to do whatever makes me feel fulfilled in a moment. And at the moment that is working in food service, at least full time. And art is just something I do on the side to make me happy at the moment. Hair bubbles. That's the shadows kind of done. I'm going for bright neon with the light, see how that looks. She looks all fuzzy around the edges. I think I'm going to redo the... No. We are committed. And then try and add a bit of a halo effect, maybe? I think for Gwen we're gonna have to do a lot of blurring and blending just to add that little dreamlike feel to it. There we go. Shadows. Well, no, that is supposed to be light. Let there be light. Let's see. Maybe just burn? Yeah. Just linear burn. Then glow dodge. Okay. I think I know what I'm doing. We are going to make this a bit surreal. No real rhyme or reason yet. I'll figure it out as I go. And then there we go. Let's see. Background. Let's do Starscape. We'll add lots of shapes. Where's my galaxy brush? Wrong thing. There we go. Backgrounds. Oh boy. I think... yeah, no. Let's commit to this. Oh, that is lagging out my PC. And then... what if I add... no, screen? Yeah. Oh, did nearly drop my tablet. Dear Lord. Okay. Now. Ooh, glitter? Okay. That's not what I'm going for. Oh boy, that's messy. A bit too big and spread out. Let's just see how that works on its own. Yeah. Let's see. How can I touch this up? Okay, better. Okay. Then I think I need to push the lighting a little bit on her face. Let's see. Because there's a couple of bits I missed. And kind of get rid of it, but not completely. Oh, Jesus. I was not meant to zoom in that much. I think we need more shadows. That's the way to go. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. There we go. Blend that in. Okay, I think that looks alright. think that will be it for art today. I'll post Gwen to Blue Sky later. Oh dear, what have I done with the layers? There we go. I'm quite pleased with these. Thank you everyone who came for the art stream. If you want to stick around for the long dark, then feel free. I will be back as soon as I have set that up. So, let's go. Alright, and we are back with the long dark. So last time we got
stuff to carry.
all the way to Pleasant Valley. I need to do a lot of infantry management right real quick. Oh, I missed this orange can, this soda can. Okay. But I was on a mission to get to... Oh, what was it? Sundered Pass, that was it. I'm on a mission to get Sundered Pass so that way I can get the Polaroid camera and I can start doing little camera requests, because I thought those would be fun. We'll transfer those over. We're just going to do a quick bit of inventory management. Move those socks over. No, never mind. Where? There we go. Goodness. So yeah, we got to Pleasant Valley last stream. And I picked up a bunch of stuff. I'm just gonna offload everything I don't need for this little expedition. 2 seconds. Make sure everything's working. Yep, everything's working. Don't need that. Get rid of the dog food. I don't think I have a can opener, do I? No, I don't have a can opener. Drop off all the coffee. Well, I need a couple. Same for tea. We'll keep a couple of these. We don't need quality tools just yet. We have a good storm lantern. Bullets. I don't even have a weapon yet, but we'll keep hold of the bullets. 6 flares. We might not actually need that much, but it's best to be better safe than sorry. We'll leave the fish mount here as well. What time is it in the game? Oh, it's coming up to night time, so we'll have to get some food and drop a couple of things. Then as soon as it's daylight, we're gonna head back on our way. Did I read this book? No, not at all. So let's... How long can I get researching before it makes me... There we go. Oh dear, very dark. That's why they call it the long dark. Eat the granola bar, get everything in us before we go. Chocolate bar. Eat the bad stuff first before having the good stuff. That way it doesn't keep degrading and then give us almost guaranteed risk of food poisoning. Sleep for 9 hours. I consider myself lucky. I don't have work till... Oh my goodness. Till 3 o'clock tomorrow. So I can actually sleep in. I don't want to pass time, but it's too dark and I don't want to sacrifice the... Ooh, Aurora. Let's get some drinks down us. Now. What time is it? I think I'm gonna risk going out in an Aurora. It's not the smartest thing to do, but I am notoriously a bit of a coward in all my other runs, so this is going to be the run where we are brave. For those of you who weren't here the last time I streamed The Long Dark, when the stream started, I let I let my friend pick which region that I was going to start in. He picked Blackrock. And Unfortunately, that character did not last more than 15 minutes. Because I was freezing to death, I climbed up a rope climb and got attacked by timber wolves. I managed to escape the pack, but unfortunately, I had been bitten and I was still freezing to death. I managed to get bandages on, managed to heat up, and I died of infection. And that was a stream where my internet kind of gave up on me for a little bit, so it's in my VODs, just in very disjointed clips. I did try to highlight as much of it as I could. Let me just turn up my volume, I can't quite hear myself. Let me know if you guys can hear the game audio alright. Because that was another issue during the previous stream, because I still don't quite know what I'm doing. I accidentally messed up my audio settings and no one could hear the game audio. Oh, I hear a wolf in the distance, but a wolf all the same, and they are quite mean. There's Signal Hill. Probably not the smartest idea to go off the path, but we are going off the path, and I can see myself freezing. Let's see, can we make it? Can we make it to the radio tower before I freeze? God, I do love the way this game looks. That is kind of why I decided, oh, let's stream art first and then the Long Dark, because the Long Dark in and of itself is a piece of art. Yeah, I know, Mackenzie. You can't feel your feet. I can barely feel my fingers on some good days. I love winter, I like the cold weather, but the one downside is that I have something called Raynaud's syndrome, and if you don't know what that is, it's basically really bad circulation in your hands and feet. I don't have it as bad as some people do, but it means that my fingers and toes just freeze real easily. I have given people quite a scare more than once because I kind of spontaneously turned blue because the temperature was just just 1 or 2 degrees a bit too cold. It does mean I get to prank people. Well, I say prank people. I get to bother people with my cold hands. This is so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna get a screenshot of that. Full screen, please. Thank you. And who knows? Maybe I shall redraw that in a art stream at in a future art stream at some point, because one of my artistic weaknesses, I almost said autistic weaknesses, one of my artistic weaknesses is scenery. I'm not the best with scenery. I'm okay-ish, but could definitely be a lot better at it. I may be freezing to death in this aurora, but at the very least it's letting me have a very clear beacon of where I want to be going. And I am hoping to God that I don't run into the bear that might be in this area. I'm not it's been a while, but I'm still not super familiar with what has been changed in the wildlife refresh that came out for this game. So some things here and there I'm still very, very not the best at. My map knowledge is one of them, which is why I died so quickly in Black Rock during my initial attempt at a run in my last stream. And I see a cave. Shit. Yeah, no, we are not. No, I'm not screwing with you. No, no, mountaineering rope, thank you. Oh boy! Back and it's been over 5 minutes because I had to play Death Punk experience. Oops. Can you still redeem for a doodle? If you wait till the next art stream, so I'm planning on doing another art stream on Sunday evening. Then you can redeem your points then if you would like. That way I will absolutely not forget. But I will make a note so that when I do start the next stream on Sunday, I'll make a note, just say, hey, Drowberry Legend wants to art doodle. So honestly, if you want to tag me in Blue Sky, then I can bookmark whatever you would like to draw, whatever you would like me to draw for you, so that I can do that right away next stream. And then I can kind of redeem the points for you. Hey puppy! Won't remember that if I'm being honest. Alright then, if you just want to redeem it now and then tag me on Blue, and then send me a ref of what you'd like me to draw, then I can do that in the next stream, and I will tag you when that's done. How's that sound? Oh boy. Alright. Yeah, sorry for missing your redeem, mate. I am still trying to figure out like ideal timers and the like for redeems. Oh, let's get somewhere warm. But yeah, I will make a note. Not on PC, logged in on phone, so does Discord work? Alright then, so my Discord is HR Howling. I have DMs from people I don't know turned on, I believe. Actually, let me check that. Get home, then I'll do Blue Sky. Yeah, okay. And then let me just double check my settings so that I can actually get social. Yep, I have DMs from people I don't know turned on, so just message me on Blue Sky. It's HR Howling. Same for all of my socials, honestly. If I have a social media, just assume that it's HR Howling. Oh dear, I have lost my stream overlay. There we go. Now I can actually properly see chat. OBS is great, but it's not the most functional. Yeah. Yeah, if you redeem it right now, let me get a piece of paper so I can write it down. Then That is not a good pen for that, okay. Alright, oh, don't DM me on Blue Sky because, the whole UK's age verification thing has messed up my DMs, so just tag me. If you reply to the link to the stream, then I will definitely get that notification. So, Berry, Legend, 629, Art Request, next. Yeah, like, I understand they're trying to fall in line with government guidelines, but screw the government. Honestly. There we go, I've got a reminder set for myself. Talking about a certain person. Yeah. It's unfortunate. Obviously VPNs exist, but even they're not foolproof. It's just annoying because you've got almost half a million people. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's just you've got almost 500,000 people saying we don't want this, and they're still going ignored. But no one's here to yap about politics. And it's.
Never would have thought to look here.
Oh, redeeming too fast. Oh dear. Let me check my stream settings. Stream elements, what do you... stream store. Save. Yeah, that should not be doing that. So if you want to try again. Oh dear. Oh, don't worry about you doing the redeem command. I've got your username written down, and then I'll make sure to bookmark any refs you send me on Blue Sky. And next stream will be probably 11 PM English time. Yeah, 11 PM English time on Sunday. Might only be a short stream, but yeah, I can do Pokemon OCs. I did the I did Cross's Lugia OC from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon during beginning of the stream. So if you send me a ref or just a picture of the Pokemon and any accessories you're giving them, then I can do that easy peasy. Energy bar. Car battery, I can use that later. Oh, and I am almost out of lantern fuel. Alright, we are going to eat this. Just eat an entire jar of peanut butter. And peaches. Oh, and there's stream elements reminding me, hey, you were meant to test out the music queue today. I did not end up doing that. Oh well. Thompson family, cooking skill insufficient. That's a lot of stuff. But I did say my goal was going to be cooking one of every meal. Can I copy paste this to... Yes, I can. Oh no. Oh dear. Map out every... Map out every... Is there a max character limit? Just one character. It'll probably just be a headshot, but I will do full colouring and shading. And I just need to retype my my goals. Complete territory tails. There we go. Okay, what can I get rid of from my inventory? I can carry this firewood. I can get rid of this hat, these boots, these boots as well, and these mittens. Harvest cloth. And we'll keep on going. And hope we don't get eaten. Oh boy, it's cold. This region is cold. That cedar? Yes it is, I know it's worth a cedar. Get some rocks in case I need to distract anything. Bunnies! Well, and I think that's a maple sapling, so let's go for those. Right, fingers crossed I remember the way to Mystery Lake, because I was doing the Nomad challenge the other day and I should be able to remember what it was all about. So, if I'm remembering properly, I have to go up this way. If we are low on energy. It's fine. All in the name of getting fun pictures. Maybe I probably should have started in Forsaken Airfield if I wanted to get the Polaroid camera sooner, but I'll be honest. I picked Coastal Highway for no redo because it's just easier. I know that region a bit better. It's a good place to start. I just need to remember my way around. Oh, and I see a body. That's unfortunate. Oh man. That's only a risk, unfortunately. We'll get there. You are not laying down for a bit, Mackenzie. We are making it out of this cold hellhole. This is how I go out. Come on. Come on, game, don't die. Is this it? This has to be it. Surely. Yeah, it's barely midday and I'm already freezing to death. Oh well. Failed run's a failed run. Oh, I think I see the entrance to... Come on! I think this is it. All this for a Polaroid camera and we're not even halfway there. But once I get the camera... Oh yes, finally! As soon as I get the camera, I can turn on my point redeems for the, I decided to turn on point redeem things so that people can request Polaroid pictures in the game. So, that'll be fun. Alright. Now, hopefully I won't get lost. I don't think this will take me. I don't think this will take me to the wrong spot. It should just take me to Mystery Lake. I'd be very surprised if this cave took me to Bleak Inlet. Kaplan's Cairn. I like finding those little Easter eggs. Just the little things left behind for the backers of this game. Because first time I ever heard of this game, it was through a YouTuber I was following as a kid called Paul Sauls Jr. Grief Points Cairn. Back when it was in early access. I did not have a gaming laptop or a gaming PC or a gaming anything. I didn't really know much of anything about like specs or game design. And then also couldn't really afford any of these games. Then around 2017, I think that's when I got this game. It was all out of early access. I was very excited to find out that it had actually come out, because I kind of forgot about it for a little bit. And then I got the game. I had a lousy little Windows. I had a little I shouldn't call it lousy. I had a Windows Surface Pro at the time. I still have it actually. That thing's almost a decade old, which I had got for art. And then it turns out, oh no, it's not really equipped for playing games. So I had to put gaming on the back burner, and then cut to now, 8 years later. I managed to get a gaming PC, because by now I have a job, and I have just earned a tax rebate after leaving the job before my current one, because there was a mess up with paperwork, which meant I was being taxed for 2 jobs for a year. And I managed to get a pretty hefty tax rebate that I put towards a gaming PC. Because the job that had messed up my tax stuff was not a very good one. The owners were underpaying us, overworking us, weren't giving us our schedules until halfway through the week. So basically they were closed Mondays and Tuesdays, and then... Bunny, I'm standing on you. And then on, like, it would be like midnight on Tuesday where we would get our schedules for that week. So I wouldn't find out if I was working Wednesday until Wednesday had literally just started. And in general, they were just not very good about scheduling, about anything, about running the business they were trying to run. It was a restaurant, and it was actually quite a nice restaurant. Until they made a bunch of changes that kind of ruined the food. I left that job. I dodged a bullet, honestly, because I found out earlier this year. Oh no, it would be a year and a half ago actually. But when I left, but then earlier this year, it turns out the owners ran off to South Africa. And were refusing to pay their employees at the time their final wages. I don't quite know what else has happened. I don't quite know how that got resolved, or even if it's been resolved yet. But I'm so glad I left before that happened, because in general it's just very, very messy. Ooh, a hunting knife. I've been looking for one of these. 81%. But yeah, I dodged a bullet. When I put out my resignation, it was after 2 weeks of not getting any hours because I was on a 0-hour contract, unfortunately. I should not have agreed to that. But I was a bit naive at the time. And it took them a week to actually explain why I was not getting any hours, and the excuse was, oh, we're putting out a new menu and you get too anxious when you're left in the kitchen on your own. Like, of course I'm gonna get anxious when I'm left in the kitchen alone with no other help besides the one other girl you put on the bar. What happens if one of us gets hurt and then we've got 20 plus people that need orders taking and other stuff? So I left. I must add with some satisfaction that after I left, their food took a turn for the worse. It wasn't poisoning anyone, but it definitely wasn't the quality that it used to be. Oh, doggies. Now I'm at a job that actually pays their workers. I get paid above minimum wage as well, which is nice. And thanks to my last employers not filing taxes properly, I got a tax rebate and a surprise amount of cash which I put towards a gaming PC. So yeah, I'd say I'm doing quite well with myself. The streaming thing is a very new endeavour. I've only been doing it for a couple of weeks. But I'm enjoying it. It's been nice to be able to share things that I wouldn't normally be able to share unless it's with very, very good friends. What's down here? Danger. Oh no, don't tell me I can't. No. Okay, can I get up here? Oh no. Oh dear. But yeah, streaming's been fun. Even when I make a fool of myself live on Twitch. Please don't notice me, dogs. Don't eat me. And yeah, today was my first art stream, which was very nice. I'm glad people enjoyed the doodle requests, and I like it. I'm getting tongue-tied. I don't have the words for how much I appreciate having the proof that people, yes, making art is something that brings happiness, brings joy to more than just myself. Because yeah, I like making art for myself, but sometimes you just want to share it with people. And then if you don't have the right people around you, like my family, they like my art, but they're always talking about me. Oh, why didn't you do pet portraits? Why didn't you do this and that? And it's like, that's not quite what I want to do. So being able to stream and do art requests and kind of self-lead, like have a self-led direction on the art, on what I want to do with my art, and find like-minded people for that. It's just nice. Oh, that's where the crows are. I was saying distracted looking for the crows. They're right ahead of me. Jesus, this this part of getting to Mystery Lake always makes me so anxious. And I know I could have gotten here quicker, but then I found the cave that led to Pleasant Valley and thought, oh, heck it, why not? We'll get some more exploration done. Do I have the brains to be doing cartography? Yes, I can. And it's not too cold either. Because that's another goal for the streams. It's, to map out every region, because that's not something I've done, and I think that is, yeah, that's the Faithful Cartographer achievement. Ooh, stay on target. So just like giving myself goals, challenges to achieve, very, very much needed in a game like this. And I guess the streams kind of helped me stay accountable and keep track of what I was doing the last time I played as well. Because one of the things I do with this game is I play it for a while, and then I put it down for a little bit, and when I come back to it, I can't for the life of me remember what I was doing. So I start a new save to start fresh. And actually know what I'm doing. Not the best choice in the world, but well, when memory's as bad as mine. It's kind of the only choice to make. It's fun. I still have fun. Anything in here? No. Oh dear. I may have to just come back to this area to search it later, because I am very low on lantern fuel. And energy. yeah, so I don't have a pry bar yet either, so I can't really. Oh, and you can do the safe house customization all the way over here. Okay. This is not everyone's favourite place to be customizing, at least this part of the dam. It's just a bit of an odd place, really. Yeah, there's loads and loads of space, but most people want to be where the useful stuff is. I wonder if you can move that fire barrel that's in the main area. Matches. Yeah, I'll have to come back here to give it another search. Because we do not have the energy. Or the lantern fuel, unfortunately. Oh, another knife.
Thank goodness.
Well, at least it's useful. Hard hat area. I'm not even wearing a hat. Spooky. All the ominous rumblings. Microwave. Nothing in that microwave. Just random microwaves all over the place. Oh, hello.
I could use this.
What do you have for me? A whetstone! Are you the one who dropped those knives? Oh, another broken arrow. We'll have to invest in
I'm not sure I can carry it.
some arrows. Oh, I say arrows. Invest in archery, that's what I meant to say. That way I can actually make use of the arrows. I just need an axe or a hacksaw for the, so I can get the saplings. Okay. Let's get a couple hours of rest and then we can explore the rest of the area. There we go. Let's get through here. Anything useful on this side? Just a crate. We do have that second storm lantern, so I'm no longer too concerned about conserving lantern fuel. Because I'm assuming there is some fuel in the one that we found. Yes, character, I know. We need somewhere to rest. But you took a power nap, and we need some extra stuff. Oh. The flickering is getting a little bit bothersome. Voltok. Voltuk? Is that how you say it? That is some jeans. We can rip that up for cloth, a flare.
Might have to drop some gear.
We can drop the gear in a minute. over there? No, just some wood. Too encumbered. Oh well. Anything in the box? No. That's the wrong way. One thing that I'm thinking of doing with this game in the streams is playing through the whole Wintermute storyline, because that's another thing I've not done yet. I've played through the first chapter at least 3 times. And then only managed to get halfway through chapter 2. So I think with Wintermute chapter 5 coming out next year, it'll be beneficial to play chapters 1 through 4. At least before then. Where we need to go? Get some water down, yeah. We'll get a soda. Bit of thirst and calories. There we go. Yeah, and we'll get some water on the go as well. Come on. I don't plan on lingering too long in any of these areas, at least not to start off with. And then once we have the Polaroid camera, that's what it was, then I can start working on safe houses and maybe try to get one for every area of the game. 43 minutes. Can I get away with reading something? Yes. One more hour. Come on, right before the thing expires. Oh dear. There we go. And that music is ominous. Where's the bedroll on? There we go. No, I did not mean to pick that up.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
There we go. Sleep. Try to get a bit more rest. Bedroll. There we go. Maybe next stream I could make some Stormhawks fan art, and I can actually properly talk about that show, because that one holds a pretty special place in my heart. I've met some of my best friends through that show, and it's also kind of inspired me to start writing a book. Almost. I am in the process of trying to plot out a book. Um... I hate to do this, but I need to drop that. Why do I have a fuse? And these wires, why do I have these? I have 2 whetstones, you only need 1. There. Oh, I've got my fantasy music in the background, I completely missed that. It'll run out eventually. And I've got so many matches that I might as well just get through them. I won't... Yeah, no, we won't bother about the dam just yet. I swear... Oh! Cat! You startled me. Orca's here, she's not really one for saying hi, she just likes to stand in the way of my screen and get all my attention for as long as possible before leaving. I love her. She is... If you ever see the little Be Right Back slideshow bit, then she is the one with the mustache. Her name was given to her by her previous owner's grandkids. UK have opened up to Milton. Okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, the mother of the grandkids developed a really bad allergy to her and kiwi, so they had to be rehomed. We still keep in touch with the old owners. They're relatives, so we still share updates on the kitties. I have had Keely and Orca for 8 years. 8 years? Yeah, 8 years now. Dear Lord. They are now 11 years old and they are doing quite well for their ages. They went to the vet for vaccine boosters in June. Yes, June. And they are very happy and healthy. Walked around. Don't hear anything. But yeah, they're doing alright. They're very good cats. And then Scout, the older one, is 15. And she's got quite a story to her, so she went missing for 8 years. I adopted her when I was 13? About 12... yeah, I think I was 13 when I adopted her. She was a shelter kitty. She was a year old, she got pregnant, her owners couldn't look after her and her kittens, so they had to give her up. And I was hoping to get another cat because my mum's cat, Puss, she had just passed away. She was getting quite old. I think she was 17. And I grew up with this cat. That cat was 4 when I was born. And she loved me. Okay, we are going to do something quite dangerous. Hi. Oh shoot. There we go. That was dangerous. We will talk about cats in a second after this. I have done something not very smart. Oh, this is tense. I know there's a trick to scaring them off. I just fear I might not be quick on the draw enough to... Does this trick still work? Kind of. Oh dear, and I've just chased them off to the way direction I want to go in. And his friend is still somewhere around here. Hi, Walker! Oh. I have a cat on my lap now. If I had a webcam, I would turn it on so people could see her, but unfortunately I don't. That is on the list of things I want to add to the stream, a cat cam. Because they do love the attention. They like to sit on my lap while I play games, all three of them. Kiwi, though, is just incredibly awkward about it because he does not sit still. But yeah, they weren't on my lap earlier because they they sit on my lap, but I have my drawing tablet on my lap, and they get a bit jealous. Are you jealous of the drawing tablet, sweetheart? So there's no space for them. I have their cat tree right next to my desk though. So instead they will sit on the shelf of the cat tree that is right next to me. It's right at my shoulder height. So I've got these, at least one cat just looming over my shoulder judging me. Hello. Can I take this? You don't need it anymore. Right, that's the wolves out with. That's the wolves more I dealt with. Hopefully there's none by the camp office. Go. I'm not hearing any more wolves, I'm not seeing any. I think I have lost the ones that were back there. So luckily we have not been named, but we are freezing again. Apparently I am having the kind of run where I am just constantly freezing all the time. Oops. Yay, camp office. Well, we'll loot this place properly for food and stuff, and then we'll use it as we will mark it down as a future safe house. There's the Canada flag waving proud. Get in here, get in the warmth. Salt. We'll put that in the kitchen area. Oh, there's the radio. Definitely have to do the trapper set. Not the trappers, the traders missions. I am Dead by Daylight brained. Oh, because I've managed to grab my own bedroll. Oh, I left my... Oh, no, I did not leave my bedroll, thank God. That's a good bedroll. But it's good to have a backup. Page from an old newsletter. Dear civilian corps members, as discussed at our last meeting, we're pleased with how many volunteers have stepped up to host a radio for our new emergency network plan. Oh yeah, this is for the trader. As of tomorrow, we'll have civilian broadcast capability from nearly every community on Great Bear. We're confident this will give us good coverage for enabling two-way emergency transmissions from the coast all the way to the far territory. If you're near one of these locations and would like to volunteer for a shift monitoring the radios, please see the Corps officer in your locale about signing up. With tremors increasing, building a durable radio network could make all the difference when the big one hits. With gratitude, Jen Whitney, Executive Officer. I'm glad they come up with actual reasonings behind these things, rather than just slapping it into the game world and going, here, have this. I think I can hear Orca kind of just purring away. My bed is right behind me, and I have one of those fuzzy little hoodie things, the dressing gown hoodies, because they're just very warm and cozy. And it's made of a material that she absolutely loves, so she will just settle down on it, whether or not I'm wearing it, and just start kneading on it and purring. It's one of her favourite things to do, and it's just absolutely adorable. Polaroid film that I can't... Oh, an aviator cap. So, yeah, I think I can hear her doing that. She is a massive sweetheart. Very mean to her brother, though. But when you've got siblings, that's kind of inevitable. Like, you will love them to hell and back usually, but you can't. It's not all peace. There's got to be some chaos. Oh, finally a can opener. Work boots. Note left behind. Beatsy and I came up this way in the summers when we were knock-kneed goofy kids. We fished and played with saws made out of sticks, wove leaky baskets from the reeds. You could row across the lake, these little cabins at the far end where the tourists came and fished, hunted the deer and had their parties. We stood behind the counter and watched Dad welcome them, looked at the guest book and read the names. When the summer was nearing its end and the cattails turned to fluff, we blew our wishes to the sky, always to come back, always. No coming back now, unfortunately. Like, that is one of the heartbreaking parts of this game. It's just like, you see all these notes, these letters, all these remnants of lives left behind, and you never know what really happened to them.
I think I can use this.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to offload some of these flares. I can only carry so many. Let me just check something real quick. Right. There we go. Back to business. It's midday, so we can, as soon as we've offloaded some of this gear, maybe rest for an hour, harvest. Yeah, maybe rest for an hour and then maybe keep going. At the very least, we'll get to the poacher's camp by sundown. Oh, I do have a pry bar. Okay. Don't have the small arms handbook yet, so I do have a small arms handbook. I don't have the thing that it refers to. Drop the flour, drop the oats. Drop the peaches and beans, soup. What else can I drop? We'll drop the arrows. And the whetstone. Drop that. That. Drop the feathers. Any clothes we can drop. We'll drop the aviator cap for now. Mittens. Jeans. Is that hat any better than what we got? Much better, yeah. And then drop the mittens. Can we repair this? Yes, we can. I'll get that repaired then. It'll let us warm up proper, and then... Oh, we are dehydrated. Water. There we go. And we should be alright now. Let's keep going. It's not too cold to go in. Oh, good. We will survive. Let's eat something as well. That's probably a smart idea. Food poisoning! Oh no! Okay. Antibiotics, which we have quite a bit of. Oh dear. Hopefully we survive the trip to Thunder Pass. Hi Bun Bun. I should draw... Oh! Hi puppy! Enjoy your meal, don't mind me. Let's just ignore each other and not bother each other. I should draw some of my Blizzarian characters from Stormhawks, because, so... they're bunny coyote people from the show Stormhawks, and I've got like 3 or 4 OCs in that group, because they're very fun as a culture, very fun characters to create. Let's keep going. No. Very nearly started humming Toreador March from well, it's not from FNAF, but everyone knows it from FNAF. However, thing to be humming in this game. I really need to get the stream elements song requesting working. Hopefully I can get that working at some point. Like, I've not properly sat down and tested it, so I'm sure it could be working, but I was a bit afraid that it wouldn't when the stream started, and I'd be left feeling a bit silly just talking with nothing in the background. Because I'll be honest, I'm a bit self-conscious about my voice. I'm sure everyone understands that to some degree, and hearing it be all useful things. I don't need them though. We'll remember them. But yeah, just hearing your voice be recorded and played back to you is a strange experience. At least for me, because microphones don't pick up that bit of bass that you can pick up from your own ears, basically. You know how when you're talking, it pretty much immediately vibrates through your eardrums and you can hear those little bits and bobs that no one else is hearing? And then you hear it played back to you and the microphone hasn't picked up those extra bits, and it feels wrong. It's that kind. It's almost like uncanny valley in a sense. Like, just something is missing. You're so used to hearing your voice a certain way, being played directly into your ears, and then hearing it without the bits that make it yours to you is strange. It's unsettling in a way. And I consider myself to be quite resilient, I guess the word is, when it comes to Uncanny Valley. I think one of the few, but hearing my voice be played back to me, that is Uncanny Valley to me. And it's strange because I play around with Uncanny Valley quite a lot in my writing and my art. Well, I try to in my art at least. So just like that feeling of it's human, but something is missing. It's a very, very unsettling feeling. And I'm just also trying to keep an eye out for any beasties, because this is not the best area to be in, especially if you don't have a weapon. I have a knife for struggles against walls, but I don't have a firearm, which, if you want to scare off a bear or something, you kind of need that sort of thing. Ooh, another scrawled message. We made it this far, left some gear for you to find. Okay. Thick wool sweater, is that better? Okay, is that better than? Yes, it is. And another toque. Is that any better than? Yeah, honestly, yeah. Drop. Put that on. Drop that. Wow, there's a lot of stuff being left behind here. I don't think I found this place to be so plentiful ever. We'll take the ammunition. Take a little bit of the cloth. We could push onwards. Let me just see anything I can leave behind. We could eat something, that's what we can do. Because our character is complaining about being hungry. Imagine if I did that out in the open and the bear just came launching on in. There he is! I was wondering where you were! Please don't eat my ass. I'm not into that. I'm really hoping that he hasn't caught a scent or anything. And I can just get someplace safe. Carrying on from the poacher camp was probably not my best idea, but honestly, he seems like he was headed towards that anyway, so maybe this was the best course of action. I don't think he can get into the train cart. I don't think there's a nav mesh for that. But realistically, he would be able to get in there. And that would be terrifying. But of course, you've got to have some fairness in this game and somewhere to escape to. Oh no. Leave me alone. You're cute, but not very petable. Go away. Are you stuck? He might be stuck. I feel like he got stuck and then gave up on trying to get to me. No, you're not laying down right here. Oh boy. This is the playthrough where I do all the dumb decisions. Okay. There we go. I think we'll get to the house in the next zone, or someplace safe around here, and then probably call it the night. Anyone got any suggestions for channels to raid actually? Because I've not done that before on Twitch. I would kind of like to. I have more knowledge of the Dead by Daylight community on this site than anywhere else. Okay. Come on, let's get someplace safe. Just one safe spot. That would be nice. Okay. Come on. Alright, we're almost out the muskeg. I'm assuming muskeg is another word for marsh. I've not actually looked that up before. Is that a body over there? No, it's just a leaf. Oh, and we are steadily draining health, which is not great. Oh dear, the food poisoning is not good. Come on. Almost there, and I can't sprint either. Oh well, that's my own fault. Probably should have stayed in the poacher's camp, but I'm stubborn and I'm desperate to get that Polaroid. So let's keep going. And let's go for as long as we can manage. We just need somewhere safe to settle. And then we can pick up where we left off. still need to get a firearm. It's just... They have been eluding me. I've probably not been searching in the best places for them, so... That's kind of on me, but... Once we get to Thunder Pass and get to the weather station where the Polaroid is, then... I will definitely start making that the actual priority. I just really want to be able to get that Polaroid and add a bit more interactivity to these runs, because one thing that I would like to I have the commands set up already. I just need to be able to have the thing that lets me make good on it. It's going to be a little Polaroid command so that you can redeem your beans, your points, for me to just take a picture of whatever in the game. Because otherwise I will end up hoarding the Polaroid film and never actually taking pictures of anything. And the game isn't exactly short on Polaroid film. So having that sorted out, having that there, it will hopefully make the streams a little bit more fun, a bit more interactable, because yeah, the art streams are already quite interactable. I don't need any special in-game items to be able to say, hey, redeem this command, redeem your beans, and I will draw you something. But that is something I can't just straight up do yet with the Long Dark, because I don't have the tools for it. Landslide, yeah. Pain in the butt. Hopefully there is shelter not far from here. This is getting a little bit tedious. Oh, there's a wolf. It should hopefully be more concerned with the deer than me, and I can hear it growling. Oh dear. Come on. There we go. He is right there. At least you're occupied. I don't have to worry too much about you. Decide to reset past. Oh, perfect. Nice. Thank you, Drawberry. So, even if you can't make it to the stream on Sunday, I will absolutely, that will be the first thing I will be drawing. And I will tag you to make sure that you see it. So, okay, while it's a bit quiet in the game, I'm gonna take a look. Ooh, a Toy House link. I do have a Toy House account on my own, but I just haven't been making good use of it. Ooh. Oh, these characters are awesome. Wow. I'm spoiled for choice. Oh, I'm almost walking into a wall. Trying to get a few things done and then I keep getting distracted. Because I am admittedly quite a distractible person. Alright. Come on, game. Give me so much rest. I know it's my own fault for leaving Safe Haven, but I want that camera. I am honestly quite proud of myself though for taking this risk, because you wouldn't catch me going out with food poisoning and exhaustion while while low on food and hunger on my non-stream runs. And I think that was the problem with playing as I used to. I wasn't really doing anything exciting, and then I wasn't taking risks, and I wasn't doing anything memorable. But with this, I've got peer pressure on my side. Not literally, but the streams have incentivized me to branch out from what I normally would. It's getting me out my comfort zone in more ways than one. Because... do I hear something? No. Because public speaking was one of my least favourite things to do when I was a teenager. Thankfully I've kind of gotten a bit more confident over the years since finishing high school and becoming an adult. But I've still got those little bits of anxiety and nerves. And this has been helping. It's been helping. Because if you haven't noticed already, I stutter a lot as well. And being able to kind of talk into the void, but still hopefully get a bit of a response. It's been helpful. It's been helpful. I don't have the pressure of, oh, this is your job, you're getting paid to do it. This is just something I'm choosing to do, and I'm choosing to broaden my horizons. Locomotive engine. I'm kind of on the topic of broadening horizons. I am kind of doing that in the form of getting a house. That is, so I've not closed a sale or anything. I've not bought a property yet. But I have been saving up for the last 5 or 6 years to get my own place. I'm currently living with my family at the moment. I was living in York and helping some friends of mine who are in uni, just with like rent and stuff. But they finish uni, they don't need me anymore. Oh crap. I went back home to my family, and oh dear, this is dangerous. I don't have any more rocks. Where was I? Oh yeah, so I'm living with my family at the moment. I've been saving up for a house for about 5-6 years now. And recently I have started like properly looking for a place. Yes, victory howl. And I have enough for a deposit. I've been making enough money with my job that I can get a reasonably sized mortgage. And I've started looking for a home of my own, because I've been really longing to have my own space. I've got I've got 3 cats and a lot of stuff that has accumulated over time, and there's just no space here for me, my parents, my brother, his girlfriend, and their dog. I love my family, but it's high time it's high time that it's high time I make my own way. And I'm gonna miss... No, don't like that. I'm gonna miss it, but I'm not leaving. I'm not going too far. Memento. Told not to head that way, but something stupid sometimes rides the same wagon. Vehicle. Broken bridge. Okay. So I'm looking for houses at the moment. I'm trying to sort out a viewing for one. Having a little bit of trouble with that one, but what can you do? I've got my eye on a couple of other houses, and Memento Cache Cave. Okay. So hopefully by the end of the year I have my own place. I have my own house. And hopefully I can stream a bit more regularly, because at the moment I do feel quite self-conscious technically talking to myself in my parents' house when they're home. Because if I'm too loud, sometimes I risk waking them up. I don't like doing that. But yeah, I've been rambling around in circles for probably the last 5 minutes, but I'm excited. I'm getting my own place. I am becoming more and more independent, which I'm quite proud of myself for, because sometimes it still feels like I've not aged past 19 and I've not gotten anywhere in life, but I have, and I need to keep reminding myself of that. I had a point to this besides the house thing, I think, but I've completely lost it.
Could end up being useful.
Dear goodness, I can't remember what this was all leading to. But back to the house thing. I'm going to one of my must-haves is good internet. Good broadband so I can stream more effectively, and in general broaden my horizons a little bit more in terms of games, because I played Dead by Daylight. That's something I really want to stream as well. Just doing challenges and the like. But I don't trust my Wi-Fi to be able to handle that and the streams. So not one after. So once I move out and into my own place, then Dead by Daylight streams might be on the table. I would like to try streaming DVD sooner than that. But again, I don't trust my Wi-Fi.
I think I can use this.
But maybe that will change. Where's the bed? I should not have turned off that light. There we go. Ooh, coffee. But yeah, when I say I want to be a variety streamer, I am. I really do mean variety. And I think with that, I should actually get some food in him first.
My stomach. It hurts. Oh, it hurts.
Oh, I have not recovered at all. Not nearly enough. Just gonna casually eat all the garbage. Because I've already food poisoned, why not food poison myself some more? Oh boy, there we go. Let's get 10 hours in so that I can fully satisfy the rest condition. And food poisoning has healed. Gonna take another drink. Oh, we are very low on condition. So I'm gonna get a bit more sleep in and save. And then come on game. Okay, we have not got a lot of condition left. But okay. So game plan is I'm going to wrap up the stream here. Thank you everyone who joined me for today. Thank you everyone who also stuck around for not just the words. Thank you everyone who stuck around for not just the art stream, but for this, for the long dark, for all the good times that come with that. And thank you everyone for coming. I guess if people want to stick around, I am going to look for someone to raid real quick, which is exciting. I've not done that before. Let's see. Oh, there is someone called something barbaric. What do you like? Scott dog. Let's see. Hang on. I'm a bit stuck looking for people. let's go. Let's go and raid Claire the Pone. Let's see what they're like. Thank you to everyone who joined. I hope you all have a good time.